So, welcome everyone to Mostly Mondays, weekly ones. And here we start with today's conversation. Yes, Ruchi, what is your question?
Okay, so there has been one of the friend who has been on and off, just behaving in such a manner that she tries to control me,
Mhm.
and when I try to move on from that, she feels that I am least interested, but she keeps on hurting things which I don't like. So that has become too much toxic for me in a relationship of a friendship also.
Mhm.
So what tools can I use to, just not let that get into me, because that
So,
definitely hurts a bit.
basically, first of all, remember one thing, nobody can hurt us, and we allow them to hurt us. So,
Correct.
what points of view have you taken that she is being able to hit you where it hurts the most? So ask a question, is this person contributing to me and will she be contributing in the future? And what is contribution to, you need to know what is contribution in your life. Sometimes
Okay.
a kick in the butt could be a contribution. And if you're done with her, you're just done with her. You don't need to give any explanation as such. You can always say that, hey, it was really, really amazing to be with you, but I'm choosing something different. Energetically, you can say that and pass send that kind of energy. If she's become a sucker,
Yes.
you remember
Yes.
sucker energy,
Yes.
you just send tsunami of energy so that she doesn't feed off your energy.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that, because it
So
has
if
become too much of, asking. I said, okay, hey, this is me. If you don't like what I am, I'm definitely not changing for you. But if you don't like being with me, then yeah, just move on. I mean, you move on, let me move on.
so what is hurting if you say that? When you say that, what is hurting in you?
No, she starts blaming on me. You are the
Yeah, so
person, you have not
can you
contributed in
be,
our relationship.
yes, you're right. Yeah, can you let her be right with this?
Okay.
Can you let her be right and not prove a point that, okay, no, 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 but I have done this, I have done that. Where everywhere you're proving, avoiding, and defending, can you put and pause that?
Yes. Yes.
What if you didn't have to prove nothing to nobody? What if you could let her be with her interesting points of view and not make it significant,
Okay. Okay.
right?
But yeah, I'll start tsunami of energies for sure. I'm just gonna start doing that right away. Yeah.
Yeah, because see, what if she's doing this to get your attention? Maybe not in a
Yes.
positive way. But having said that, that if it is not working for you, you simply have to put your foot down and say, hey, this is not really working for me.
Okay. Okay. And is it important to say it out loud, or
And
energetically
no,
will also
and
work?
it you can energetically, but if required, you can say it loud also.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Kavita.
You're
Thank you.
most welcome. Most welcome. Yes, coming back to Asta, can you ask your question so that we have it on? Um, Asta, you there?
Which one? I had three.
Whichever one, we can discuss all three. Whichever one you think you want to start from, and then we can talk about that.
So, what about patterns in everything, whether it's work, relationship,
Would you,
body?
were you a design student by any chance? I'm asking, just a question. What do you love about your patterns? Where is it that you find familiarity in your patterns so that it brings you home or brings you where you used to be, where you are, and where it is, you know, comfort in misery? What is that for you?
That.
So everywhere you're comfortable in misery so that other people can feel good about it, that she's not really moving forward and it's okay because they are miserable, so you'll be miserable. Everywhere you being the fifth element, will you please revoke, recant, resend, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, goodbye, popular, and short words provide me. So patterns are familiar and somewhere you created them. What is it that is keeping it in place? What is it? What do you love about your patterns?
I think you covered it pretty much. Not letting myself be seen.
And what do you love about not being seen?
What you said, that I don't want people to.
Feel bad?
Yeah.
I know, right? Because we're too good, and then they'll look bad because you're too good. Because it's something like, if you're too pretty, others won't like it, right? Because they're not as pretty. And so basically we judge them for not being pretty.
Hmm.
So what if we drop our judgment that they will feel bad and poor, oh my God, my poor sister, oh my God, my poor dad, God, they're not going to like it if I'm going to outgrow or outcreate them. So it's okay. I'll create my own jalebis and I like sweet and I'm so sweet. Everything that is talking about that. Because if you want to go too far, you don't want to be alone. Problem is that you feel lonely when you're going to be too far from that uh that
Yeah.
clan of people. Yeah, yeah. So then you wouldn't allow yourself to be that far. So
Hmm.
the issue of loneliness is something that we all kind of are afraid of. That I don't want to be that alone. Little alone is okay. I like my space and everything, but I don't want to go too far, because if I'm too far, I won't have anyone. I have to be on my own. And you are so you don't want to rely 100% on yourself. It's too intimidating to be in your own company
Yeah.
and everything that is talking about that. So all your need of reactive realities, all your presumptive realities that keep you stuck in your reality, never out creating your reality. Will you talking about that?
Yeah.
And it's not that we don't care for people, but we care for people more than we care for ourselves. And if we care for ourselves, we feel selfish. And we don't want to be that selfish. We want to again prove, avoid, and defend that we're not that selfish.
No, what will it take for me to be the selfish best?
Yeah. And rich bitch, we're not happy being that. And that's why we're avoiding that at whatever extent. And then we're creating that because we're avoiding it.
Hmm.
So this was one of the three. What was the other question?
Addictive.
Yeah.
The inherent love for drama, trauma, and its need to make us feel alive.
So is that the only way you've learned on planet Earth is entertainment? Because there's too much boredom otherwise. So let's have some drama, let's have some stories, let's have some something to talk about so that you can again match up to other people because they have stories. So do we. It's like going to a kitty party where one person is saying, hey, you know what, I'm going through this. Ah, yours is nothing. I'm going through this. So you have something to talk about and bond with. So everywhere you're creating your bonds based on drama, because that's where you feel that you fit in and you're like one with each other. The bond of pain that binds you and bonds you. Can
Hmm.
you talk about that?
Yes.
Because what otherwise is, unless you're enjoying the drama trauma, it's fun sometimes to even watch people go through it. But we're not. If you're not enjoying it, then what's the value of holding on to it?
None.
Exactly. So then, if it's fun, okay, that's where we are constantly creating it. Without that, it's like having food without spices.
Hmm.
So if you can see it objectively and say, hey, you know what, it's okay. I kind of get this, and it's okay. I can have fun with this. Till the time you're having fun, it's okay. But if it goes beyond and it starts creating ripples and pain or hurt or suffering, is it time to move out of this? So again, those are patterns of drama trauma because that makes you feel more alive, right? Because otherwise, life is going to be so boring.
Hmm.
There's nothing to look forward to because there is some drama, something to look forward to, something to do in this reality. Otherwise, what are you going to do?
That. So everywhere, all of this is not letting
Because
me.
if everything is fun, everything is ease, you will not know what to do because there's nothing to solve, there's nowhere to go, and you'll be like, oh my God, I am done.
Yeah.
And boredom is death for humanoids. So are we in search of drama trauma so that we can continuously go for healing classes, go to healing classes and modalities and more modalities because access has become expensive. So rather go somewhere else so that we can heal ourselves because this drama is not ending. And the point is, but where is it that you've not even acknowledged that you're enjoying the drama somewhere or creating it? You're the writer or
Yeah.
you're the director.
Yes, I acknowledge
Yeah.
it.
So adjusting, bending, and facilitating till we break down completely, like chai mein duba Parle G biscuit. Yeah, and chai you can't duba out for Parle G biscuit for long. It just goes in a second. But this is Merry biscuit. Merry biscuit will stay for a little longer.
No,
Interesting
no,
point
no.
of view. But
I heard it. Like Papa had sent a video today. You just dip the Parle-G, it's okay. But if you dip it for too long, it loses its identity. So when
it
we
does because it melts in the chai. It becomes one with the chai. Okay, that's what. Hi Neetu. So it becomes one with that thing. Yes, it loses its identity. So who are you facilitating and bending backwards?
to everyone, whether it's at work or with friends, it's
Do you
always
really need to facilitate? Are they asking for facilitation that you're feeling so drained and inputting so much effort and then bending backwards to accommodate them?
they're not asking and they're not even acknowledging.
But then even if they're not asking, they cannot acknowledge.
Right. So what is it
So
in
where
me?
is it that you're giving even when people are not asking for it?
Yes.
So everywhere we are so interested and enthusiastic to give what people are not even asking for. Can you fucking pot that? It's like, you've done access and nobody else has done it in your family, and you're like, let me give it to everyone in my family. But are they asking for it? Did you ask a question? Just because you've learned it, you want to, impose it on people. Does it make sense? And even if they're asking, you still have a choice of not giving it, by the way.
Hmm.
Can you allow other people to choose to not set themselves free or get ease in their body? Can you be in allowance of seeing that? Then you will question, तो हमारे healer बनने का फायदा क्या हुआ? Why should I be a healer if this is the case? But the point is, you've not taken any kind of oath or something that anyone who is suffering or is in distress that you have to go and heal them. They have to ask. Healing is something which is a byproduct of the person who is lying on the table. They choose to heal. We are nobody to heal anybody. We are just facilitating that energy and probably being a medium, and that's it. We're doing nothing. They are the ones who choose to heal or not to heal.
Yeah.
And if they don't choose it itself, so then it's not your prerogative to do anything.
अगर कोई आपसे हीलिंग मांगे लेकिन उनको पता ना हो कि व्हाट इज हीलिंग, they are asking that you take away my pain and you take away
Huh?
the problem and set me free, then what should a person do?
Would you? So then ask a question. Are you getting paid a crore of rupees for that to take somebody else's pain? Are you really? Is it going to create your future or decay your future? Ask a question. Is it going to be contributing to me if I take away their shit and put it somewhere? If you have the capacity to take it from there and throw it away, great. But if you're going to take it away into you, is that a great transaction? No. And now you can choose whether to do it or not do it from a point of view that is it really contributing? No, it is not. Hey, I know you would like to. I'll tell you somebody who can do it and pass it on or send it away or somebody else can do it. You don't have to do it. Just because आपने 10 किताबें पढ़ी है और आप healer बन गए हो, does not mean that हमें ही करना पड़ेगा. Because we want to prove we are amazing healers. We are. You just have to know that you're amazing healers. You don't have to prove it by taking other people's shit into you.
Hmm.
Because if you're gonna take shit, you're gonna clog your channels, and now they are fine. They may not be fine, and they may create more shit, and then you will constantly be the vacuum cleaner for them. How is that working for you? Who's going to clear you up? Then you keep going to classes to clean the stuff that you've taken from other people. How, unless you're getting really paid paid well, then you can still think about it. There has to be some kind of a equation there, right? Otherwise, it's
But I
not
think
practical.
that is not light for me. I
Don't
think
then
yeah.
that's exactly what I'm saying. So if it is not light, don't do it. You're going to torture your body for no reason. You have a body. Your body will only tell you, Baba, why would you want to waste your time over there? So if it's not light, don't choose it.
But I know that I can do that. जैसे आपने
Then
बोला कि यहाँ से लेके
till
बाहर
you,
फेंक दो, but उनको वो मतलब
they won't acknowledge it, they won't
उनका एक
appreciate it.
strong desire है कि आप मेरा पेन ले लो.
But that's exactly point is this going to create anything for you? Just because we are healers does not mean that we have to heal. We can if we choose to. It's a choice. You have to give yourself that choice. You have to be kind to yourself first. And in that space, if this gets accommodated, cool, amazing. If not, it's okay. And it is their expectation. So everywhere you're behaving with the need of reactive reality, right? It's there. You are giving them what they are asking you. What if you did not have to? Because we are then being a puppet in their hands, right? They are asking, so we are delivering. What about us? And what about our choice? So you can be like, I know you really want it. I will suggest someone who can do it, and I'll be more than happy that your pain goes away. But if they're insisting that no, only you do it, then what's the hidden agenda behind that? What is their secret agenda behind this?
Okay.
What's hidden that is not seen? That, obviously they have an agenda that only you have to clear it and nobody else can. Because if you're blocked, if you're choked, if you're suffocated, then it's easy to control you, right?
Yeah, right.
And then make you wrong that you couldn't do a good job. So when you know there are fraud patrols which are floating around who just want to make you wrong.
I think they enjoy when I'm suffering.
Yes. And you're catering to them because they want to see you suffering and you are suffering. So who has the power? You've given your power to them. That, yeah, I know I'm going to give it to you because you're asking for it. So everywhere you're now willing to be the source of your own life and source of that power, that you have the power to change everything and be everything that you desire, and not when other people desire it from you. Only when you desire it from you will you destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, short, boys, provides and beyond. So yeah, that was a good question. Anybody else would like to know or talk about something or anything? You're just busy healing people, and that's okay. Nothing wrong in that. As long as it's fun for you, continue doing it. If it's not fun, what's the point of choosing it? And see, if people are going to be asking for a continuous facilitation every now and then, even a doctor does not entertain people on telephone. You have a choice of saying, hey, you know what, this doesn't really work. Or could you pay me for this? And then it's okay. They may call you 10 times and you can charge them for those 10 times, even if they are a very close friend. That's okay. And if it's a very close friend and you know there is a different kind of a transaction going on, that you call them, they call you, that's a different thing. But if you're getting, oh my God, again, I have to attend to this call, no. And everywhere you go into self-pity mode, Sonu, it is to do with a judgment. Everywhere you're judging other people that they are poor or they are helpless, and I'm the only one that can help them. You have to pocket pot that because you're being a superior a-hole. You don't have to be that. You're being that person that I know more and they don't. Oh my God, poor guy. How will he do it? I only can help him out of this. No, because sympathy, empathy, altruism, help, and compassion are superior modes of judgment. Even so, are you being superior to yourself? So if you're doing self pity with yourself, are you being a victim? So if you're being a victim, can you now change that? Because you're not a victim. Everything there is, yeah. Because everywhere you are identifying yourself with a victim place. And victim has greater power, by the way, because the victim is controlling everything. A victim, knows how to pan out the drama and everything and all, because you being a victim is serving you with something that you haven't yet acknowledged. And if victimhood is serving you well, it's okay to be a victim. It's fine. You make a choice. But it's truth. If you're not a victim, you don't have to be in that, and you can choose something else and create ease in your life. Like, you know what? I held on to that victim mode after I got into Access, because I loved my story. My story of divorce and single motherhood. Oh my God, that lasted for quite some time. Please, even after getting into Access, I continued with that story for almost 3 to 4 years. And I was like, okay, I think I'm done and I'm bored. 2 years, 2 years I got done. And the third year, I would then use it sometimes. And then I realized that, okay, I become a victim when I choose to be, because it's helping me with certain people. And in certain areas, it wasn't working. And I knew that I was not a victim. So you have to see, you have to be more present with that. Where am I being that? The only thing was that when I was a victim, there was everyone doing everything for me. Oh, bichari. Okay. But when I got out of that victimhood, I was doing everything for myself. And I know that I could stand up for myself and do it. Right? So you need to see what works for you. Because when people see you very strong, they are afraid of coming close to you, because they feel that you have what they desire to have, but are not willing to have and stand up for themselves. So you become very intimidating to them. So where are you not willing to be intimidating to people around you? You want to be that sweet, nice, oh my God, people pleaser person still. Because if you're going to intimidate people, people won't like you much. They may appreciate in their heart, but they would not really like you for that. Yeah. Anybody else? You're welcome. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, cool. So that's kind of it for today. Would you want to hear anything else from me? What is it that I can contribute to you? What is it that you can receive from me today? Anyone wants to talk about money? So everywhere you are in a cage of being a good daughter, good mother, good sister, good wife, or husband, etc., or a brother, whatever. I mean, you can fill up the gender equation over there. Not allowing yourself to be who you truly are, or will be, or is possible to be. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, goodbye, purple line, short points for me on. What about money? Yes, money clearing. Okay. So everywhere you are undoing what you created and being a techie in your own, in and or to your own reality. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, goodbye, perfect line, short boys. So you create too much, and then you're like, oh my God, this is a great creation. I need to chop myself off for that. And then you just end up dissipating their creation somewhere, right? So everywhere you didn't want others to control you, that you started controlling you. Will you fucking pot that now? So everywhere you're being a bridge to your family and your work, but not to a bridge to yourself in your own life for yourself, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. Everywhere you're carrying spiritual vanity, which is getting in the way of you to receive more, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provide, and beyond. How do you overcome being ghosted, feeling helpless and lonely? Ah, okay. So what does being ghosted mean to you? That somebody calls you and they don't show up, and you're trying to reach out to them, they don't want to reach out, or they're not receiving you. So everywhere you feel that you're reaching out to people and they don't receive you. First of all, can you fucking got that? And are you perceiving them to be helpless? That they want to run away and avoid you? That they are the ones who are feeling lonely and they still don't want to reach out to you? That's why they're ghosting you. So everything that you're aware of that you've not yet acknowledged, will you just try and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, what for client, short, boys, provide me on. What does being ghosted mean to you?
I think it's their choice and point of view, or uh, yeah, some barriers, maybe.
Yeah, they could have their own barriers and you're perceiving it. And then you feel, oh my God, they're not available, or they're not there for me, or whatever that is. What is it for you, Satinder? So a lot of times,
हाँ रोज आने का है
who else? Please keep yourself muted. Who else? Satinder?
Hi. Uh, Actually, I was seeing my girlfriend and she suddenly ghosted upon me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not able to take that thing, because we didn't have any fight or any quarrel or anything. She
That doesn't
suddenly says that she
so
wants to.
okay, so everywhere you feel that the parting or breakup should happen only when there's a fight or a quarrel or an argument, and people just can't move away just the way it is, because you in your head the logical mind is like confused that I don't have a reason what just happened, everything was okay and now nothing is okay because the person is now moved on or moved away. Will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes,
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, line, sharp, boys, bad, and beyond. Yeah. So point is, you're not lonely. And if they would have ghosted you, they said there is a strong possibility that you are aware of their loneliness, and they want to avoid it. That's why they're running away from it, because a lot of time people, could be a male, could be a female, when they ghost us, is basically they don't want to get too attached, because they know that you're not the future, and I know somewhere that probably I don't want to be in this, I don't want to settle down, I don't want to marry, I don't whatever. So it's better to move out right now than to hang in there and then later on create issues or whatever and all. They are feeling helpless
And
because yeah.
and maybe in some cases it's like things are not right for you, for someone, and you are creating a boundary in a relationship or with that person, so that you cannot mm,
So no,
it's
it's not
just
about creating
for
a boundary.
yourself.
That person is ghosting you, you are feeling helpless and lonely, that we need to work with you with the feelings that are coming up, right? When you say I am feeling is in the body. Anything that is in the body is to do with an awareness that you're getting of other people, what they feel, where body is a sensory organism, it's giving you awareness of what's going on with other people. So here, if you're too connected with her, you will know exactly how it is feeling. Probably she's feeling helpless and she doesn't want to tell you, and she's actually lonely, and that's the reason that we ghost people. So everywhere you thought it is yours, and everything that you're actually aware of, which is not yours, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, Charles, boys, provide.
yes.
Instead of being in a question, you can simply ask, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? What are the endless possibilities to be in a relationship with someone else, or someone who's genuinely really interested in having a relationship? So everywhere I am not happy or comfortable with my own self in my own relationship, and where is it that I've been ghosting myself, that I've started feeling lonely and helpless, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, proper, line, short, voice, providing. So where is it that I am not receiving from myself? It's about you. Okay? Relationship is always about when you're being the source. That is when people start coming. If you're the flower, all the honeybees will start, coming around. But the point is, you haven't been the source yet. That's why we're running behind people that, hey, look at me, I'm so cool, I'm so gorgeous, I'm so amazing, come, come, come. But no, nobody is showing up that way. So what will it take for you to be that energy that people can just, come to you, and then they would want to be around, and they can leave if they choose to. And so can you leave if you choose to. You don't have to make things work when things are not working. It doesn't
What
have
is
to go to
actually
a, yeah,
what is
yes,
actually bothering me more is not having a proper
partner
closure and
or proper
a
closure. Yeah,
proper closure, and so it's keeping me wonder, what actually went
wondering.
wrong, and making
But
me
what if
judge
there is
myself.
nothing wrong? That's exactly what I'm saying. What if, Surendra, there is nothing wrong in that? A lot of times we go into wrongness of ourselves. What if we didn't have to make ourselves wrong? Okay, had she been there and she would have told you, still your mind would not process it because you don't see it as wrongness, but she perceives it as wrongness. I'll give you a zillion reasons and judgment and whatever. So, will that be the accurate way? What if that's also not fair, right?
Mm.
Everything that is. Here, you don't have a reason, so you can still give a benefit of doubt. Maybe she found someone, maybe she just left, she probably found someone richer than you, or whatever it is. But here,
Yeah.
if she would have told you, oh, I don't like your height, I don't like your body, I don't like the way you talk, I don't. Now you'll be like going into self-doubt and, oh my God, I was so, there's so many things which are incorrect or wrong in me. And now that judgment will be more difficult to get out of. Rather than having a closure in your head that, okay, what's wrong with me? What if there is nothing wrong with you? Instead of asking a question, now that's how we are tuned, that we have to go and see what is wrong in this. Could you ask a question? What's right about this I'm not getting? What's right about me I am not willing to see?
Right.
There has to be something right when everything looks wrong, right? Because we have not
Right.
been taught to see what's right about this you're not getting. What's right about she leaving you and not being there around you in your life? What's right about that? If you could just simply be in a question, you will not look at the wrongness in you.
Hmm.
We are so hell-bent on making ourselves wrong. And whatever is wrong about you is actually strong about you. So let nobody tell you, not even you tell you, there's something wrong about you. She's not
I
there
think
because she chose not to. Okay, I also have a choice of being with somebody or not being with somebody. Cool. Thank you so much, whoever that girl is. Thank you for showing me that we can just lead people. Yeah, you wouldn't do that still. I know that. We are people who want to tell people, I am leaving because of this, right? And then we may not leave
hmm,
also because the person would change or show that they are changing. But the point is, you have a choice always. What if you did not have to make anybody wrong to get out of something? Right? This reality is functioning on rightness and wrongness. Today, if I'm friends with Astha, for example, and tomorrow there's something which goes something wonky, something not okay, I can choose not to be friends with her for a day, maybe for a month, and then I can again give myself a choice. Okay, am I okay to be friends with her now? Yeah, I can. And then come out of it again, and then go into it again. And what if every day could be a choice? Would I like to be with this person today? What if every day could be a new day that you can really rekindle your relationship on a daily basis? That, okay, do I really choose to be with this person? No, okay, fine. Only for today, I'm not going to be with this person. Okay. If that continues for a couple of times, then it's time for you to know that you don't have to give reasons and justifications to anybody for what you're being and with whom you're being. You can always say, hey, thanks. It was wonderful with you, but I choose to move on. And there has to be no reason for that.
Right.
I mean, not related to access, but having said that, Gautam Buddha just left one fine day. It didn't mean that he didn't love his wife or his son. He just left because he had to. And us time pe to there were no phone calls, there was nothing. They didn't even know where he's gone. And he just left his palace in search of enlightenment. So imagine how many years they felt ghosted, not knowing what went wrong. You know, they must be in the same question, what went wrong? But what if it
Correct.
wasn't about wrongness? What if it was the other person's search, and that person did not know any better? The person just left. Now, with this, if the person dies, we can still convince ourselves, oh, the person died out of nowhere. They just died. And that's okay. What if the relationship just kind of fell like, like a dry leaf, and it's okay. It's gone. It's over. Now you are open to so many more relationships. Oh my goodness. What fun can you have now that you haven't even imagined? Yep.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much.
asking that question. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you so much.
vulnerable and asking that question. Yeah. So
Thank
thank
you.
you everyone for mostly Mondays. So let's talk about moral, amoral, and immoral next time. Let's see. If something else comes up, we'll talk about that. But next time we'll try to talk about moral, immoral, amoral. Till then, have fun. Have a fantastic week ahead. Thank you so much. Yes, you are still my friend, whether I leave you or I don't, and whether you leave me or I don't. Thank you, Asta. You are my friend. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kavita. Thank you.
Thank you, Anju.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
See
Good
you
night.
next week.
Yes, see
Bye.
you
Thank you
next
so
week.
much. Thank you so much,
You're most
Kavita.
welcome. You're
Thank you
most
so much.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.